Hi, thank you for visiting our poster. My name is Tasha Gill, and for this session, I will be discussing our study on adverse childhood experiences and contraceptive use among women using findings from the 2017 Behavioral Risk Factor Surveillance System. Let's begin. For this study, we found that in the unadjusted model, women who experienced living with anyone who was depressed, mentally ill, or suicidal when under the age of 18 years had statistically significant increased odds of contraceptive use. In addition, we found that women who experienced forced sex had statistically significant decreased odds of contraceptive use after adjusting for confounders. Nearly 50% of pregnancies in the U.S. are unintended. Adverse childhood experiences, commonly referred to as ACEs, are defined as stressful life events experienced under the age of 18 years. ACEs are associated with high-risk sexual behaviors, unintended pregnancy, and repeat abortions. The purpose of this study was to assess the association between ACEs and contraceptive use among women who responded to the 2017 Behavioral Risk Factor Surveillance System. The Behavioral Risk Factor Surveillance System, which I'll be referring to as BRFSS from now on, collects information on health conditions, risk behaviors, and access to care among non-institutionalized adults ages 18 years and older residing in the U.S. For this study, we selected states that included both the optional preconception family planning module as well as the ACEs module in 2017. Thus, for this study, we used 2017 BRFSS data from 5 states: California, Connecticut, South Dakota, Virginia, and Wisconsin. Women who were less than 18 years old at the time of the survey, pregnant, not sexually active, in a same-sex union, had a hysterectomy, did not think they could get pregnant, or did not respond to both our exposure and outcome questions, were excluded, giving us a sample size of 4,701 women. The main exposure variable was ACEs. ACEs was assessed using 11 questions about experiences under the age of 18 years from the CDC BRFSS ACEs module. The outcome variable, current contraceptive use, was determined by a yes response to the questions: did you do anything to keep from getting pregnant? Or did you or your partner do anything the last time you had sex to keep from getting pregnant? Potential confounders were selected a priori based on existing literature. For our analysis, frequencies and percentages were used to describe the study population of women who experienced ACEs. Logistic regression was used to obtain odds ratios and 95% confidence intervals to measure the association between ACEs and contraceptive use in this sample. Lastly, a multivariate model was created by including all potential predictors in the model and then using a backwards elimination procedure to only retain those predictors with a p-value of less than 0.20. We used SAS survey procedures version 9.4 to account for the complex survey design and weighting used by BRFSS. And based on our findings, women who experienced living with anyone who is depressed, mentally ill, or suicidal had statistically significant increased odds of contraceptive use, indicated by an odds ratio of 1.68. In the model adjusted for age, race, education, income, and marital status, women who experienced sex with anyone 5 years or older when they were under the age of 18 years or forced sex had statistically significant decreased odds of contraceptive use with an odds ratio of 0.50. To our knowledge, this is the first study to examine the association between ACEs and contraceptive use using a large population-based survey. However, more research is needed to assess the role of ACEs on contraceptive use among women. To learn more about our study, please use the QR code on the screen. This can be accessed using the camera feature of your smartphone. Simply point your camera to the screen as if you're going to take a picture and click on the link that appears. If you have any questions or would like to discuss our study findings, please email me at tgill10@uncc.edu. We can also connect via Twitter at Tasha on Tuesday. Thank you, and we hope you have a great rest of the conference.